It's not hard to make $1,000 very quickly with copywriting, even if you're a beginner. And you don't have to send hundreds of outreaches either to make a quick $1,000. There are just 3 steps that you need to take in order to make your first 1K with copywriting. First of all, you need to learn copywriting. Secondly, you need to learn the business model of your ideal clients. And then the third step is to reach out and land your first paying client. That's it, just 3 steps. Now, if you go on YouTube and search for how to do each one of these steps, you're going to get loads of misinformation and tips and tricks that just don't work. So I'm going to tell you exactly what does work. So to start off, how do 10K a month copywriters actually get good enough to charge a lot of money? The answer lies in the way that they learn copywriting, not what they learn. You see, if you go on YouTube and watch a free copywriting course or any other tutorial, they'll teach you about copywriting, but they won't teach you the underpinning concepts and principles that you need to internalize and practice in order to get good at writing copy. On YouTube and even in some paid courses, you learn very generic copywriting techniques. For example, you'll learn HSO, PAS, and CJN as email structures. For those that don't know, HSO means hook, story, offer, PAS means problem, agitate, solution, and then CJN means challenge, justify, and need. But the point is, a good copywriter doesn't use those structures. Instead, a good copywriter will take the principles behind the structures and apply them in their own way. For example, those 3 structures I just mentioned all do the same thing really. They get the reader's attention, then the body of the email shares information and creates a sense of need or curiosity in the reader, and then the end of the email is a call to action where the reader is directed to the next stage in the client's funnel. So a low-level copywriter will religiously stick to copywriting structures like HSO, PAS, and CJN. But a good copywriter will take the core concepts of those structures and then apply them in their own unique and creative way. And that's how a good copywriter writes copy that's effective, sounds natural, and most importantly, copy that's unique to them. If you write copy with principles instead of techniques, then you'll be a really good copywriter that your clients will find hard to replace. So in the example of emails, here are the principles that you need to learn. How to get the reader's attention with the subject line, how to validate the click with the first line, how to hook the reader with the second line, how to deliver value or insight in the main body in a way that satisfies the reader but also leaves them with some questions, and finally how to write a call to action that makes the reader believe the answer to their questions is on the other side of the click, in the next part of your client's funnel. And that's it, those are the only 5 principles you need to write emails. And that brings me to the end of my first point. You need to learn copywriting principles and concepts, not necessarily the techniques, strategies, and writing methods. And you just need to keep on practicing applying the principles, and that's how you get good at copywriting. Now, the second thing that you need to do is learn about the business model of your ideal client. I made a whole video about this, so you can visit my channel to check that out. Understanding your client's business model is way more important than understanding the niche or topic they have products on. Think about this. Let's say you have 5 clients and they're all course creators. They have courses on affiliate marketing, e-commerce, real estate, one on how to do archery, and let's say one on swimming as well. If you spend all of your free time immersing yourself in the swimming niche, is that going to help you make money for the other clients? No, it's not. You're going to lose them very quickly. But if you spend your time immersing yourself in the world of course creation and marketing, will you be able to make money for the other clients? Yes, you will, because you'll have transferable knowledge that can be used to help scale any online business, and not just businesses in a specific niche. So that's my second point. Niches are not as important as business models. If you're a copywriter, you should be consuming content geared towards your target client. Most copywriters are targeting course creators, coaches, and mentorship programs. So watch YouTube videos and follow social media accounts that teach course creation and marketing. That's going to make you not only really good at copywriting because you'll understand the business more, but you'll also be able to offer advice to clients and consult with them. And that brings me on to my next point. After you've got good at copywriting and understood the business model of your ideal clients, it's time to actually get clients so that you can earn some money. I've spoke about the best way to get clients in other videos on my channel, so you can visit my channel and check them out. But in a nutshell, spamming a DM script isn't going to work. Also, high value outreach where you send your client copy that you have already written is likely not going to work either. You have to strike a balance between quality and quantity. And the way to do that is with the free consulting method. You see, now that you've been through stages 1 and 2, and you can write good copy and you understand your dream client's business model better than they do, you can start to offer advice in the form of a short email, Google Doc or Loom video. An outreach message with a personalized recommendation on a small problem in the prospect's funnel that's easy to fix and will have a big positive impact is the best way to get their attention. I use the free consulting method and usually have a high positive response rate compared to high volume and high value outreach. So that's all you need to do to get a client. Point out a small problem in their funnel that's causing them to lose money, or point out a small opportunity that could make them more money. Then provide a recommendation on how they could resolve the problem or capitalize on the opportunity, and then show them how you can bridge the gap between where the client is and what they could be achieving. Here's what a free consulting outreach message could look like. Hello, name. I was on the sales page for course name and noticed that it's very short for a $997 product, less than 1300 words. I'm sure with your personal brand it's converting, but I do believe if there was a section on the page addressing the reader's objections, with the business model you teach, you as the teacher, and a section breaking their limiting beliefs, the page will convert even more, ultimately putting more cash in your pocket. I know you're busy, but if I put together an outline of a new sales page that tackles the reader's objections and limiting beliefs, would you take a look at it? So you can see there I found a hole on the prospect sales page and explained how it could be optimized for more conversions. And I framed it as getting the most out of the personal brand they've worked really hard to build already. Who wouldn't want to make the most out of their audience with a better sales page? This is how you do outreach. An outreach message cold pitching your copywriting services or trying to strike up a random conversation with a question are not going to work these days. Prospects are getting like 100 messages a week from people asking to work with them. So you need to stand out in your messaging by providing value in a quick and easy way. You notice that I didn't say I've already written the sales page, because that will take like 4 hours or something, and you can't afford to do that for every single outreach. You have to have a balance between the quality and personalization of your outreach messages and the number of outreach messages that you're sending. Aim to spend about 10 minutes per outreach message, and with just 1 hour of work per day, that's 42 high quality outreaches per week, or 168 per month. If you sent 168 outreaches like the example above, and followed up with them, do you really think that you'd still have no clients at the end of the month? The chance of you working on the right things consistently, and in the end getting no results, is very slim. And that brings me to the end of the outreach part of this video. So to summarize, there are 3 things that you need to do to get your first 1K clients as fast as possible. You need to get good at copywriting by learning the principles and concepts of it and applying them. Then you need to understand the client's business model by consuming content in the info product space or whatever business you're reaching out to. And then you need to use the free consulting method to get clients. It's that simple. If you follow this process, it will be very surprising if you don't get your first client in a month or 2. Of course, you won't be a master copywriter at that point, but you will have a paying client and have overcome the inertia of making money that most copywriters never pass. If you focus on everything that I've mentioned in this video, I really believe that you'll be on your way to making money with copywriting in the very near future. I've just shared a lot of my experience with you in this video, but there's still a lot more that goes into becoming a full-time copywriter. You need to learn the principles of persuasion and influence, the process of writing copy, how to structure your writing, find prospects, get their attention with outreach, follow up until you get a response, and then close the prospect on a sales call. And once you've done that, you then need to know how to deliver work to the clients and get paid, and be a true professional. I've mentioned this before, but I've looked back at my freelancing career and put together a guide for people looking for a direct route to becoming a copywriter. The guide covers everything you need to know to add to your current income with freelance copywriting, and maybe even become a full-time freelance copywriter if that's what you want to do. And in the guide, I don't just stop after teaching you the very basics about marketing, copywriting, sales, and the other practical skills that copywriters need. I also give you in-depth details from my personal experience so that you can turn the theory into real skill and get to a level where writing high converting copy and getting clients is second nature. There aren't many differences between a novice copywriter making no money and a full-time copywriter making thousands. The purpose of this guide is to help you make the small tweaks needed in the fastest time possible and skip the time-wasting mistakes that most copywriters will fall into. And to do that, you'll get access to teaching material that I've written and compiled myself. This includes modules on pretty much every subject matter that you need to know in order to start making money with copywriting. And if you sign up with the link in the description, you'll get immediate access to everything that's currently in the course and access to whatever else is added in the future at no extra cost. Like I said, I share a lot from my experience on this channel, but if you want to get a lifetime access to a structured copywriting guide that gives you all the knowledge you need and guides you on how to develop your skills, then you're welcome to enroll and level up your copywriting. The link to do so is in the description below. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.